Howdy doody. All I want to do is lay down this little beauty for you here. When we're playing chords like this, like an A minor, and we're playing like a D major, remember you can do a bar over the top of here, cover your note for your D, and lay down double deuces to get a different sound for that. You're just adding on other notes that are already in the chord. These are just called inversions. One thing I really enjoy doing is seeing how a D minor can be played here, playing like a D major, and then hearing the D minor this way. I use the one that covers all these chords for chucking, meaning when I play, there's not one note still hanging out like there is with this D minor. No matter how much I try, if I lift my fingers off, I still get two ringing strings, the D and the A. That's why I use alternate versions of certain chords. The chords that have something like this, or can be used as movable chords. So what we do is we learn those just like we learn the G in different fingerings, and we utilize those in different ways with, that's a hard one, with different fingers in different sets of progression. So my advice to you is grab 3 or 4 songs that you really like, write them in the progression on a piece of paper, and then modulate them. Meaning go up a half step, whole step, and then try and play the same structures up. So if you're doing something like, I had a major, D major, A major, F major. So if I wanted to do that just up a half step, I would have to know how to play my F major without that note right there. Meaning I would have to know to take this fingering and go all the way up and do this to hold it up for an F sharp major. So I would have a sharp major to a D sharp major, A sharp major, and then that same fingering laid down with an F sharp major. It would feel the same as, here, feel that one? That's a big stretch. But once you get comfortable playing those, you'll start doing the inversions that look the exact same and putting the pinky up the other way if you want. If you want, you could do both and try and do chord structures that move to other ones with different intervals. So much fun. Keep with playing the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And remember, ta is also there, that dominant seventh. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. That's Ionian. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That is what you use over all your 7-type chords. It's called Mixolydian. It's based off of using the 5th. The other major chord is the raised 4th that we talked about, and it's called Lydian. In this example, we would have a C sharp. G, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G. That sound gives us that different sound, even though it's still a major, because we're utilizing with a major third, not a minor third. So those are the 3 different modes that we learned for the major. Ionian, Lydian, based on Ionian off the 1, Lydian off the 4, and Mixolydian off of the 5. You're going to use Mixolydian a whole hell of a lot with that dominant 7th. If we're in the key of A, we'd have 3 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. Not in that order. In order of the way they come on the scale, it would be C sharp, F sharp, then G sharp. So A major has a major, a B minor, a C sharp minor, a D major, an E major, and F sharp minor. So you're gonna have to come up to here and play that same minor chord you would know, F sharp minor. G sharp diminished is gonna come up here and play a minor, but it's also gonna flatten the 5. So we have a good way to play this one if we want to have that G sharp diminish. It's just to play first finger on the D string, second finger on the, A string, and then play the G and the E open. That works the best. So we would have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it resolves to your A again. Another way to look at these are you could write down what your triads are, like we've been talking about, or you could just do what I suggested in the beginning of this video. Play any standard song you like, play it on the chords you know, and then find those chords on the fretboard. You got it within you, and if I see you, I'll show you what those answers are anyways. Or put it in the comment section, I'll get back to you. I appreciate you. Aloha.